Alright everybody, welcome to a new video, and today's video we're going to be looking at PS2 games you should get on the PlayStation Store before it closes. Now these are games you could get on the PS3 store, and that is the store that's closing, along with the Vita store and the PSP store, if anybody still actually goes on the PSP store on the PSP. But anyways, this is going to be a list of solid games that you guys might want to add to your digital library for the PS3 before the store closes. So the first game we're going to start off with is Castlevania Lament Innocence. This is a prequel game in the Castlevania series. It tells you what happens in the beginning. The first, to me, solid 3D Castlevania game in the series. Definitely worth checking out. It's still one of my favorite games in the series too. So if you like what you're seeing here, definitely pick this one up. I mean, a lot of Castlevania hype is going on right now, especially with the series and stuff like that. So this is something definitely you might want to pick up, unless you want to go and try and get the physical PS2 copy. GRiMgRiMoiRe is a game that's really has a very good art style to it. You know, it's made by Vanillaware, and it came out around the same time as Odin Sphere did. It's a very story-driven game. Reminds me of kind of like, when it comes to gameplay, it kind of reminds me of Lemmings, or a tactical Lemmings game, pretty much. So you'll definitely like the visuals here. The voice acting is really on par. You can listen to the voice acting in English and Japanese audio. And not really much to say about this game. It really surprised me because I didn't know what I was getting into with this game. But if you like the visuals you're seeing here, this game will definitely pull you in. The story is something else. It will blow you out of the water. Next up we have Chilla. This game is hilarious because you have to go around kissing people and building up your heart reputation before you can kiss the girl of your dreams, which is the main goal in the game. Now, a lot of people don't know about this game. It was the only other game made by the creators of Rule of Rose, which is Punchline, a company called Punchline. And a lot of people love Rule of Rose because it's a really rare game. Well, Punchline's first game is actually pretty rare too. At least the first game I know of for the PS2 at the time. So, very obscure game, very funny and unique. Definitely something you guys might want to try out. Next game we have is Gradius 5. This is a bit different from the other ones because this one, I believe, was actually made by Treasure. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't take away from the other games or anything like that, but you could tell that they wanted to kind of like a fresh start for this series, so they gave it to a new company to work on. Very fun game. If you like what you're seeing here, definitely try this one out. Next up, we have Psychonauts for the system, and well, I mean, I never really got into this game, but I heard so many good things about it, so I said, you know what, let me go ahead and include it in this list. I forgot what I was told this game was about, but you guys in the comments pretty much know, or you guys kind of go amongst yourselves about it. But I think it was a worthy one to bring it up on this list. Next up, we have a very violent game called Manhunt. I remember playing this back. Well, actually, I watched a friend play this back in the day, and I was tripped out. This is like true survival horror. You play as a convict that's about to get executed, pretty much. And he wakes up and he's in a town where he can try to survive if he gets past a lot of other people trying to kill him. It's like this sick, twisted game, kind of like that movie Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but a lot more violent. You know, brutal game. This game got Rockstar in a bit of legal trouble, I believe, back in the day, but it's still available on the list here, so you might want to check this one out if you can stomach it. Alright, next up I have one of my favorites. This game has always reminded me of Mega Man Legends for some reason. This is how the way the adventure style is. This is Tokobot Plus. It originally came out on the PSP, but the director's cut came out on the PS2 system. And just a really fun game that a lot of people don't know about. A total hidden gem. Lots of good voice acting, animated intro. Just like, they don't really make games like this anymore. And it's really unfortunate. So definitely try this one out. Next up, we have the Red Star. Man, the Red Star has so much, like, it had a hard time coming out back in the day. And it finally came out as a budget title. And it's here on the PS2. So this one's like what I would call a run and gun 3D game. Very fun. You get to choose between 3 characters. And I think the Red Star was actually based off a comic book back in the day. I can't really remember. It was so It was a long time ago. But if you like what you're seeing here, definitely pick it up. I added it on a hidden gems list a long time ago, and a lot of people took interest in this game. So like I said, I don't know what the price is going for it now, but it's here available on the store. Alright, so next on the list is Stella Deus. This is a tactical RPG, and I consider it a hidden gem among the tactical RPG type games. But people that have played extreme games like Disgaea, you know, this might be a little bare bones to them. But the game does pack a pretty good story, at least in my opinion. But it's available on the store. It has all the values of a PS2 game from back in the day, like animated intro, a little bit of voice acting, at least from what I remember voice acting. But anyways, guys, check this one out. Next up, we have War of the Monsters. I never ever played this game, but you know, some friend told me that I should probably include it on this list, especially with the release as of this video of movies like King Kong versus Godzilla. So, War of the Monsters. If you like what you're seeing here, definitely check that one out. River King, It's a Wonderful Life. I believe this is a part of the Harvest Moon series, but I'm not really sure about that. But if you like RPGs that have to do with fishing and kind of like, I guess, farming or whatnot, you know, hey, this might be the game for you. Next up, we have Contra Shattered Soldier. This was I believe this was the first Contra game to kind of return the game to its roots, side-scrolling pretty much. And the game, when I played it back in the day, it was a lot of fun. It is tough though. I mean, it feels like they're really trying to like knock off your lives in this game. So I believe this game has a code in it where if you do the up up down down code, it has a code. It gives you 100 lives pretty much. But will you need them? Hell yeah, you will. Next up is NeoContra. Now, NeoContra tried to be a bit different. It does have some side-scrolling levels, but it has some top-down levels as well. All are really done well. I don't hear too much about this game, but it's definitely one that I wanted to have in my collection. So if you like what you're seeing here, pick it up. Next up is Maximo Goes to Glory. I'm kind of sad that the second Maximo game is not on the PlayStation Network. Well, the first one is cool too. I just felt like it tried to copy the Ghosts and Goblins formula in a 3D format. Did it do it well? It tried to. It's still a cool game, but I definitely prefer the second game over the first one. Next up is Lapisel Tactics. This is part of the Rhapsody games. So you guys heard about them. It also, I believe, it's a prequel to Disgaea as well as Rhapsody. I mean, I think it takes place in the same universe. I'm not really sure, but it's a tactical game. Lots of death, not as much as Disgaea, but you can kind of tell that Disgaea kind of took the tactical RPG level and just took it up way high a notch with what you could do in those games. But Lapisel Tactics is a good game. Check it out. And next up, we have Innocent Life. A futuristic Harvest Moon. I haven't really played the Harvest Moon games, but you know, they're here. There's a couple of them here. The Innocent Life one, I think if I did play a Harvest Moon one, that's the one I would play. So when you play a Harvest Moon game, you pretty much know what you're getting into. So I can't really tell you too much about it, but if you like what you're seeing here, definitely pick these up. Next up is Capcom Fighting Evolution. Man, so this one's kind of weird. This was a budget title back in the day, and one of the reasons I wanted to own it was because it had an unreleased Capcom game, like characters on the game, and it was Red Earth characters pretty much. And Red Earth was a fighting game, came out in Japan only. I don't know if it was a good game, but still, I was a big fighting enthusiast back then, so had to pick this one up. I don't know if the game is rare now, but it is on the network if you want to pick it up. Next up is Bully. Bully is a funny one because there's so many ways to play this game, and this is the vanilla version of the game. So if you just want to have it on your PS3 as a game you could play easy, pick this one up. But there's other like director cut versions of the game out there that are probably worth getting over this one. So Devil Summoner 1 and 2. Never played them, but I know they're fairly popular, so they're on here. Then we have Fire Pro Wrestling. I remember playing this back in the day. The game was hard as hell. At least for me it was. So only for the enthusiasts, I would say. But it's here for your purchase. Then we have Persona FS, which is Director's Cut of Persona 3. And you also have Persona 4. FS is a well-rounded game, to me at least. That's my favorite Persona game out of the RPG ones. Persona 4, this is a better way to play it. There's a golden version of it. I forgot exactly what it's called, but that one I'll probably talk about later in the Vita video that I might do. And next up we have The Warriors, the game. This is based off the movie, same name. It is actually a prequel to the movie, so you get a lot of insight on a lot of the gangs and the Warriors characters themselves, like the Fox, you know, Rembrandt, how he joined the gang, and of course Swan, and all your favorite Warriors characters. This game is freaking fantastic, and Rockstar did a great job putting this game together. I mean, it feels like a true prequel, sequel to the movie or whatnot. It's pretty cool stuff, and to have it on here is pretty awesome. I don't know if the game is going for a lot of money, but I'm just saying, I'm just letting you guys know it's on the store if you want to download it.
No, please, just let us go!
Shut the fuck up, bitch!
Next up, we have Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner, Part 1 and 2 are available on the list. I have not played these games, nor do I have the desire to, but I know it has a big fan base, so wanted to include it in this list. So they are here. The games are probably really expensive now, and nobody wants to buy a physical copy, so yeah. This game, I'm really surprised was on the store. This is the infamous PS2 version of Shinobi. This was a kind of like a brand new tale for the series, and it was hard as hell. I did not like this game, but a lot of my friends do like it. Basically, you play as a ninja who is trying to find out what happened to his clan, and you have a cursed sword, and when you don't kill people in the game, the sword drains your life, so you have to keep killing people to stay alive pretty much. So not only do you have that, against you, but as well as like the bad platforming and stuff like that. I shouldn't be trying to like review the game or whatever like that. Some people like this game, so here it is. Next up, we have Groundlancer Heritage of War. This is a strategy RPG. I played the other one. Well, I played part 2 and beat that game in the series. This is part 5, if you didn't know. I don't know what to really say about this one. I tried to play it. I didn't really enjoy it at the time. Not saying it's a bad game, but I just didn't get into the series. But just wanted to let you guys know it is here on the store if you want to try it out. Suikoden 3 and 4 are on the PSN for PS3. Fantastic games. Part 3 is probably the best-selling Suikoden game out there. A lot of people still haven't played it to this day. And I don't know what the prices are going for a physical copy, but like I said, this is this is a cheap option for you to get the game if you like what you're seeing here. Also, the Fatal Frame series is on the PSN on PS3. My favorite being the third game, which is a weird choice for a lot of people. But most people like the second game the best. But like I said, all 3 Fatal Frames are on here. Very good survival horror games, very creepy. I'm hoping one day that they actually port these to the Switch. But anyways, here they are on the PS3. Next up, we have another expensive game here now. This is God Hand. I got this back when it first came out. I love this game, and the game is very expensive now to get it on as a physical. So I think getting it for $10 on the PlayStation Network is a good option. A fun beat 'em up game, lots of funny humor. It could be pretty tough if you don't know what you're doing. So make sure you're adding the right combos to your characters so you can do a massive beatdown on your opponents, because the opponents are pretty smart in this game. But still a lot of fun. Next up, we have my favorite Grandia game on here. This is exclusive to the PS2, but they actually ported it to the PS3. I know a lot of people, this is not a lot of people's favorite Grandia game, but I think it's actually the best one in the series, in my opinion. I really like the game a lot. They really it just improved on a lot of stuff from the older games. You know, the story could be meh for some people, but I think the gameplay makes up for it. So definitely check this one out. Another one here, we have Castle Shishigami Part 2. This is a cool shoot 'em up game, but just be prepared. If you pick this game up, the voice acting is pretty horrific. It's actually so bad, it's funny. I don't want to say it's good, but it's just funny. But anyways, really good shoot 'em up game. Definitely check this one out. You also have Capcom versus SNK 2 available on here. Capcom vs SNK 2 is I think one of the greatest fighting games of all time. You have two of the greatest publishers out there, SNK and Capcom, coming together to make a game, and I think it just was awesome. I mean, they almost made a third game. Unfortunately, it never came through, but still, we have this one on the PlayStation Network, so definitely try this one out if you haven't already. Then this next one was a surprise to me. If you're a fan of the Deception series, Tecmo's Deception series, they had a spin-off game to that series called Trap. Trap came out on PS2, and I had no idea it was on the PlayStation Network until my buddy X told me about it. So Trap is another good game on there. Just hard to explain how this game is. You set traps for people that are trying to kill you in certain areas in this game. You're like living in this mansion out in the middle of nowhere, and I think you're kind of treated as a witch. And people are trying to come slay you and everything, so you have to set traps for them and when they break into your mansion. Pretty crazy game. Definitely hidden because a lot of people don't even know it exists. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. Again, PS2 games in the PlayStation 3 store. They are available until July 2nd, 2021. That is the date the store is closing. Again, these are my choices of games that you guys might want to check out. And that's pretty much all I got for you in this video. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a PS3 follow-up, a Vita video, or a PSP video. I don't even know why I'm asking that, because I already know what you guys are going to say. So I might as well start getting it ready. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.